Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Angular. Today we are going to learn about what is the difference between the ngOnChanges and ngDoCheck in Angular. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So in Angular, both the ngOnChanges and ngDoCheck are the lifecycle hooks that are used to detect and respond to the changes in a component. However, they serve different purpose ngOnChanges. This hook is called when any data-bound input property of a component changes. It is specially designed to handle the changes in the input properties that are passed from the parent component to the child component. When it runs before ngOn in it. It runs before ngOn in it, and whenever any bound input property changes via property binding arguments, it take a simple change object as an argument which contains the previous and the current values of the input properties that have changed. Only responds to the changes in the input properties. So this is this example which I'm going to give you a full-fledged example in the below. Okay, so now ngDoCheck. ngDoCheck is more general purpose hook that is called during every change detection cycle. It is not specific for the input properties but rather detects any changes in the component or its children. When it runs after ngOnChanges and on every change detection cycle whether or not the data bound input properties change. Use case. It is often used for the custom change detection or when you want to check for the changes that the Angular might not automatically detect. Non-Angular changes like those triggered by the third-party libraries. Okay, so let's move to when to use that one. Okay, so use ngOnChanges when you want to respond to the changes in the input properties when data is passed from parent component. ngDoCheck when you need to perform more complex checks or handle the changes that Angular's default change detection does not catch. Notable objects, updates, and non-Angular events. ngOnChanges is more focused and only responds to the changes in the input bound properties, making it more efficient when dealing with the inputs. ngDoCheck is more general purpose hook that provides deeper control over the change detection, but should be used with the caution as it runs frequently. ngOnChanges purpose triggered when the value of the input property changes. It is invoked before the view updates. Best use case when you do not need to react to the specific input changes and process the new value. Take an example. So this is we have this is child component and this is our parent component. Okay, so in the child component, let's go with the previous value and the current value. Let's add it. Okay, so here we have the child component that is user one. So here I'm going to just add these two, that is previous value and the current value. Okay, after this I'm going to implement the on changes because I'm using the input properties, right? So here I'm going to just use this in the child component. Make sure the user component is my child component, right? And here I'm just going to add this. Okay, so I need to just import this two values, component input on changes and the simple changes. Let's add this to the top of it, core. Okay, done. Next, this is our parent. So here we have a button and I'm going to add the app child. This is the data binding. Okay, so let's go and update the products. This is my main parent component. So here we have, and I'm copying the HTML part. Okay, so let's update this. Now I need to go with our parent component. Okay, so in the parent component, here we have, so let's we don't require this right now, and here go with this. Okay, I think that is an issue. Parent data, anything that we missed? Parent data. Okay, let me fix it. Parent data here and here. Let's go and just check. User component um products, this is not app child, no, this is app user. Okay, now it is fixed. It is already run. Let's open it again to see. Serve. Let's open this. Okay, we have products, right? Products and previous value and the current value. Okay, so here you can see that. So on each button clicked, ngOnChanges is triggered, logging the previous and the current value. Okay, so if I just click on this button, it will log. So current value is initial data, right? When I want to change this, updated data comes to like this, and this is our previous value, right? So it has a simple change object which contains the previous value and the current value. If I log this simple object, you will get the details. Okay, so what we did, in the user component we have the previous values and the current value. Okay, and here you can see that we have an input property, right? Previous value and current value would both be string. Okay, and it accepts a simple change value, right? If the changes data, then changes dot previous value to the previous this dot previous value, and the current would be go with this, and we are going to log this. Okay, over the top of it, right? And this child component, I'm going to use it in our parent component. This is our parent component, and the parent data value is initial data. And when I click on the button, this dot parent data will come up with this. Okay, and in this parent component, in the template file, here we have the button with update data, and here we have the child component. Here we are using the property binding, right? Then data and the parent data where it is defined here, that is the initial value. It will come with the initial value and this data binding. Okay, this is data, right? This is, we can say about the property we are binding, right? And the data is defined in our child component. Here we have the user. Okay, so here we have the data, right? Input data string. If the changes the data, then it shifts the previous value to the current value. Okay, so this is what happening with the help of this ngOnChanges, right? Then we go with the ngDoCheck. Purpose triggered during the every change detection. Whenever I do any kind of changes in the properties, regardless of whether the input properties change or not, that will trigger. Best use case when you need to perform custom checks that are not limited to the input changes. Okay, so here you can see that we have a template of the child, right? Child component. Let's update this and what's going on. Child component, that is user one. I'm going to update this template file. Okay, so here we have to add this, and now in the input property, check count and ngDoCheck. Okay, so here I'm going to go with ngDoCheck, right? So let me just update this, and then I will go with do check, and here I will update with ngDoCheck. Okay, so let's update the core with ngDoCheck. Okay, after this the component with the parent with the button and with the, I think this will not to update because already we have updated, right? And here initial parent data is there, update data is already there. ngDoCheck is triggered even when the no input changes occur. Example, clicking the button without updating the value will still log the detection. Save this and check this. Okay, so here we have, reload this. Change detection count is 2, 5 times. Again, it comes to 2. Change detection count is 1. Let me just restart and check. Here you can see that the change detection is running whether I want to click this button or not. Okay, count is 4. Yes. Let me just restart it, then see. Okay, here you can see that the change detection running count 1, change detection running count 2 times without I'm doing nothing. I haven't clicked on the button also. Okay, so it will come like this. Okay, change detection running without. So here you can see that you have to very much careful while using the ngDoCheck, right? Because very important, clicking the button without updating the value will still log the detection. I'm clicking the button without updating the value, right, will also still log the detection. So make sure while using this one, right? So I hope you have the clear understanding ngDoCheck and ngOnChanges. Any doubt, any query in that, do let me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.